Hey folks, we're live tonight on South Padre Island. We're at Sea Turtle Inc. in front of the big tank. Jerry and Cole are back there. They may swim by while we're doing this. And again, we're talking about today how over the weekend, because nests of the turtles were moved back, they were probably saved from that high tide because the tide was so high this weekend, and at least it's kind of working its way back down to normal now. Let's look at temperatures across the valley. Then we're going to get into what's going to happen tomorrow night in the area when the next front comes in. These are the currents: 90 in Rio Grande City, 79 in Port Isabel, so pretty good contrast across the valley. Everybody else in the 80s as we speak. A little bit humid as well. Dew points have shot way up from where we were earlier today. Dew points now are in the mid 70s across the entire area, so we're definitely up into the very humid category across the region. Now, SatRad shows we've got a lot of clouds today. The clouds just rolling in a big way, and we've seen some sprinkles, mostly just light stuff here at the coast. Nothing big anywhere, but certainly overcast out here. The sky's actually brightened a little bit in the last few minutes, but boy, I tell you what, it's just lead overcast here at the coast, and it's working its way toward that slowly but surely across the rest of the valley. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to be quite warm. I think readings climb back well into the 90s across most of the area again. And with that high humidity, we're just kind of fueling the pump, if you will, getting ready for thunderstorms tomorrow night across most of Texas. And I think there's a decent shot at some thunderstorms here, and any of those thunderstorms have the potential to become severe. Now, the high tomorrow should be up around 92, but then the front comes in. We're only 85 on Thursday and 87 on Friday, so actually below average for at least a couple of days. And your rain chances, they start going up late tomorrow. Best chances really tomorrow night, and then we hold at 50% until early in the morning on Thursday. And I think by dawn, most of the rain is out of here. The day should be dry. It should be quite nice. And after that, we should be in pretty good shape. Now, as we watch Future Track, you're going to notice that tonight things are pretty quiet. Moisture continues to increase. Dew points go up. It gets more humid. And there could be a brief shower like there was today. And that goes for tomorrow as well. An isolated sprinkle, something like that. As we go into late tomorrow, moisture still increasing. Some afternoon sunshine. But then tomorrow night, here comes the front. And I think we're looking at after 10 p.m. across the valley. You see that front coming in. It says 3 a.m. I think that's a reasonable shot. I think it clears the coast by about 5 a.m. at the latest. With that front, the possibility of thunderstorms. The biggest threat from those thunderstorms for us will likely be some very gusty winds. Wouldn't be surprised if a thunderstorm embedded within that goes severe. And we could see some wind gusts over 60 miles an hour late tomorrow night, early Thursday morning. But by midday Thursday, it's all gone. We're back to sunshine, much lower humidity, and very comfortable across the area. But strong northerly winds will persist for probably 2 or 3 hours behind that front as it pulls the lower humidity air in from the north, making it pretty comfortable by Thursday evening and into Friday. It looks like another gorgeous day, and this coming weekend looks just terrific at this point. I think we see sunshine and reasonable humidity and mild nighttime lows. Here's Future Track on the winds. It's out of the southeast, the wind is now pretty much valley-wide, not all that strong. Stays that way all night long. Into tomorrow morning, the wind's still out of the southeast. By afternoon, it picks up a little bit, but not particularly strong except here at the coast. We're looking at about 20 miles an hour. And then at 5 o'clock, it starts to kind of fade. And then overnight tomorrow night, that's when the front comes in. And look at that, by 2 a.m., northerly winds at 30 to 35 miles an hour. Gusts possible within thunderstorms to over 60. So wind will be the issue if any of those thunderstorms go severe. Can't rule out small hail, but I think the big thing is likely to be gusty winds as those storms go through with that front. Winds will stay up for 3 or 4 hours behind the front and then eventually begin to diminish as we go through the daytime on Thursday. And by Thursday afternoon, should be pretty nice across the area as the winds eventually begin to fade away. But still out of the northwest, but looking at about 20 miles an hour, 15 to 20 by Thursday afternoon. If you're headed to the coast, here's what you can expect tomorrow during the daytime. Here's the important information for you. Temperatures in the 80s in the morning, southerly winds, UV is extreme, rip current risk is high, your surf temperature at 78 degrees. By afternoon, readings are still in the 80s. Southeast wind continues all day long. It's tomorrow night and into early Thursday. That wind shifts rather abruptly and gets very, very gusty. Small craft operators urged to exercise caution, maybe a small craft advisory tomorrow night. So for tonight across the valley, here's what we expect. Skies cloud up across most of the area. We drop down to only 76, a couple of sprinkles. Then tomorrow, I think we start with clouds, maybe some afternoon sunshine. High temperatures climb up to about 92, but there is a potential for strong storms tomorrow night in the valley. Southeast winds most of the day at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast, and you notice we keep temperatures warm tomorrow and then more comfortable on Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday, Sunday. Look at the nighttime lows for Friday morning and Saturday morning in the upper 50s. and then the low 60s by Sunday morning. So the weekend looks terrific. But I do urge you to kind of keep an eye on things tomorrow night. And of course, we'll be here to keep you posted online, on air, on Facebook, everywhere to let you know what's going on. That's tomorrow night. There is a threat for severe weather across the valley. That's the latest from Sea Turtle Inc. on South Padre Island. Tim Smith, Channel 5 News at 6.